Well, hi, everybody. Today is Sunday. I hope you have had a good weekend. And Sundays are days when I talk about just about anything. And I saw a couple of news stories. I just got to read them to you and give you kind of a little bit of editorial input. They're weird. One of them is weird. One of them is sad. But bear with me on this. If you like Wingman wisdom, this is my virtual campfire. And I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me. I am a retired campground owner, lifelong lover of camping and RVing. As I say, I love most of the people that do it. Most of the time here on Wingman Wisdom, I share some stories and some sometimes embarrassing experiences in hope that, well, that you will think. Not necessarily agree with me. If you're a regular viewer, I know you don't agree with me with a lot of the things I say. But you know what? The best lessons in life don't come instantly. It has to seep in, right? Seep in. So today I want to tell you, well, I'm going to ask you this. What if your doorbell rang? Everything's fine. Your doorbell rings and you go and answer it, and it's a person there delivering a pizza, but you didn't order the pizza. What would you do? So, I didn't order a pizza. Well, are you at such and such address? Yes. Well, this pizza is for you. Would you think it was just just a gift? Or would you say, look, it's not mine. Don't know whose it is. What would you do if that happened? Well, let me tell you what happened in Detroit. You can't make this stuff up. It says, what would you do if a pizza you didn't order is delivered to your front door? Do you inform the delivery driver of the mistake, or do you accept it as a gift from the universe? If you accept it as a gift from the universe in Detroit, then eat the pizza. You might be paid back with gunfire. That's how things in one neighborhood played out Thursday night when a pizza was delivered to the wrong house. This is not a joke. This is for real. It says 30 rounds were fired. The recipients of the pizza, meant for their neighbors, ate it. When the neighbors came looking for their order, an argument started out between the people in both houses. There were reportedly as many as 30 rounds fired, with 5 people being hit. 2 of the 5 injured were 14-year-old boys. One was shot in the abdomen and the other in the face. 3 men were also hit with bullets during the shootout. This is unbelievable. Is this a sign of that our country is getting back on track, going back to those traditional values? I don't know. It says, amazingly, with that many rounds being squeezed off, nobody was killed. All of the injured were listed in stable condition shortly after the shooting. Police say that one of the injured may have also been a shooter. Following the incident, 10 people were taken into custody at the scene. Several teenagers, all of them except for one, were released. Pizza deliveries, it talks about, it says the community needs to understand this isn't normal. This isn't normal. We shouldn't get used to having a 14-year-old dead. A 14-year-old got killed recently, and another 14-year-old got shot. Unfortunately, for some areas, this is normal. Pulling a gun and opening fire over a pizza would suggest that this neighborhood is one of those areas where the use of guns has become commonplace. Don't get me wrong. It's a, quote, dick move to eat a pizza that was meant for your neighbor, but a strongly worded message of disapproval should be enough. There's no reason to open fire. That is why I have forever said that there are too many pizzas out there. They have been entirely too accessible by too many people. I mean, what do you expect when pizzas can be ordered by anyone at almost any time, delivered anywhere? Do you expect the people to absolutely behave all the time? The pizzas, we have a problem with pizzas. Now, instead of the people that, let's don't go after them. Let's go after the pizza delivery man or woman, whoever it was. Yes, I'm being sarcastic, but this is the weird up is down, down is up, woke thinking that is just prevalent nowadays. Let's blame it on the pizzas. Let's blame it on the manufacturer of the pizza. Ooh, let's blame them. Where's the money? Where can we sue? Where can we get some attention? How about look in the mirror? I think that the solution for most of our problems can begin, instead of trying to save the earth, how about trying to save ourselves? That's my thought. Let me know what you think. That was a true story, and people really did get shot, and it's good that nobody got killed in that, but I'd like to know what you think about it. Here is the next story. I ain't making this up. And the only reason I am telling you about it is because I learned about this last summer. And then recently, this story came up. I went, wait, that's not the only time that's happened. So this is Dateline Texas. Texas cattle that died mysteriously had their tongues removed. 6 cattle died mysteriously in Texas recently, had their tongues removed, authorities said, and the hide around one side of their mouths was also gone, with no visible blood. The Madison County Sheriff's Office said on Wednesday that the cause of death for the 6 cattle is unknown. Now, you may have heard about this stuff, but this is, really, it boggles my mind. I've got some theories, but I have no idea what's going on, and apparently neither do the authorities. The animals, each of which belonged to a separate pasture, were found alongside Texas Highway, blah, 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 in 3 different counties. This is north of Houston, Texas. 5 of the cattle were adults, 1 was a yearling. 2 of the cattle had their genitalia and anuses removed, with a circular cut that authorities said had been made with the, quote, same precision as the cuts noted around the jaw lines of each cow. Is that weird? Who would do that? Why would they do that? The Madison County Sheriff's Office reportedly found about 5 of the cattle deaths after local ranchers alerted authorities to a dead 6-year-old longhorn cross cow. All 6 bodies were found in undisturbed grass with no clear signs of struggle and no footprints or tire tracks nearby. Ranchers also reported no predators or birds would scavenge the remains of the cow. And that's pretty weird. I'm a Texan. I'm a former ranch owner too. And when you got a dead carcass laying there, everything goes to eat it. The coyotes, the buzzards, the fire ants, everything wants to eat on that dead carcass. Why are they not eating on these cows? It says authorities added that similar findings have been reported across the country. And that's why I pulled this other story that I told you I had read in the summer. It says, this is 5 bulls found dead in Oregon, and the story gets even weirder. First dead bull was found in a timbered ravine in eastern Oregon. No indication it had been shot, attacked by predators, or eaten poisonous plants. The animal's sex organs and tongue had been removed. All the blood was gone. There was no evidence of a struggle. There were no tire tracks anywhere. There was nothing except a dead bull with no blood. I don't know. Is this interesting to you? It is to me. Could it be UFOs, spaceships, aliens, people pulling a prank? How did it happen? Do you think they're just making these stories up? It says in the next few days, 4 more Hereford bulls were found within 1.5 miles of the other. There were no tracks around the carcasses. Ranch management and law enforcement suspect that someone killed the bulls. No. Ranch hands have been advised to travel in pairs and to go armed. That would be pretty bad if they caught you and cut out your tongue and your sex organs, I must say. But have you got a theory about that? Seriously, this story continues on. Again, this was in the summertime, but it relates to the one that just happened here in Texas. It says residents speculate that there could be UFO involvement. One person suggested that Jenkins look for craters underneath the carcasses, saying it would be evidence that the bulls had been levitated into a spaceship, mutilated, and then dropped back to the ground. Similar incidents in the past have also garnered UFO theories. The case recalls mutilations of livestock across the U.S. and Midwest in the 1970s that struck fear in rural areas. So this has been going on for 50 years, maybe before that. But what do you think is going on? What are these weird cattle mutilation stories? Why are they popping up? How come we don't have any evidence from anybody and the authorities have no idea? I don't know. It's a conundrum. It's one of those things that's like, oh, I don't know. You can speculate. Your idea, your theories are probably just about as good as mine, and nobody really knows. The FBI was called in to head up the investigations, but nothing has ever been found. They don't know why. So we have pizzas that are being delivered to the wrong house in Detroit, and we have cows that are having their anuses removed with a circular cut, their part of their jaw, and their tongues removed. This is a virtual campfire, everybody. Like when you're at a campground and you see a bunch of people sitting over there talking, you never know what they're going to be talking about. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's really weird, like today's video. And that's what I do on Wingman Wisdom. I talk primarily about these weird stories on Sundays. I also do now a Saturday morning video. If you've not yet subscribed to Wingman Wisdom, I wish you would. Saturdays are a little bit different. I don't wear my pretty Hawaiian type shirts. I'm just an ordinary guy, and I talk about ordinary stuff that happens in my life and share those stories with you. So again, this story or this channel is to help you to think. just share a little bit of my life, my stories, tell you about the pizza delivery to the wrong house in Detroit, and hopefully help you make better decisions when you're buying or selling an RV. I've got a free RV report. If you're interested in it, if you're going to buy or sell an RV, you must sign up for my free RV report. When you do, take you 1 minute. You'll be on my email list. I send an email out every single Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Time. Takes you 1 minute to read that email. It's my way of staying in touch with you. But to get on my email list, all you have to do is go to freervreport.com. Kill two birds with one stone. You'll get the report, save you thousands of dollars, and you'll be on my email list, and you can unsubscribe that fast if you ever want to. So thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment below. Make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I am Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.